England versus New Zealand, the third-fourth playoff. And it's all changed for both these teams. England bring in Abby Brown and Helle Fisher for their starts. Changes also on the wing with Natasha Brennan. For New Zealand, Taruna Tamaki comes in at hooker. But watch out for Portia Woodman and Kayla McAllister. Between them, they are a strike couple. 198 tries that they have scored on the Sevens World Series. Well, a good atmosphere here in Clermont-Ferrand at the Stade Gabriel Montpellier. The French support has been good. Well, I'm your match commentator, Scott Hastings, alongside me, Carl Tanana. And Carl, I'm sure both these teams will be wanting to play for the main cup final. They met actually in Langford in the final. That time England came away beating New Zealand by 31 points to 14, but this will be keenly contested as well.
Oh, most definitely. In that final you speak about, as the French team go around and applaud their home crowd, the New Zealand team, I know for a fact it'll be stinging for them, so they'll want some revenge. And well, England, with their recent success, they'll have a whole host of confidence going into this one.
So Sarah Goss there, the New Zealand captain. And for England, it'll be Katie McLean who will lead out her team. An injury earlier on to Emily Scarrett hands the captaincy to Katie McLean. And as a Scotsman, I'd always say McLean, but I had a wee chat with her. And just to keep her mother happy, we'll keep it McLean. So wearing the clean strips are England there, their final words. Real attacking threat in Claire Allen and Emily Scott. Apologies for any bad language coming across there.
Believe, girls, we can fucking do this. On three, England. 1, 2, 3. England!
Well, a real determination there, as I said. Apologies for any language you picked up. And I look there, Huriana Manuel there, and well, the try-scoring sensation, which is Portia Woodman.
White, we're good. Black. Yep.
So Kayla Brazier will kick off in this third-fourth playoff in the Clermont-Ferrand. Brazier. Now McAllister. McAllister steps inside, looking sharp.
Rack now!
Ball retained then by Tutamaki. And here's Sarah Goss. Goss down that side, cuts an angle. Brown. Fisher makes the tackle. Manuel had looked round there. Tackle by Natasha Hunt for England.
She's a tackler.
And Natasha Hunt, being the tackler, was allowed to play the ball.
Counteratt's good.
Heather Fisher in there. What a terrier she is.
You got to go down to ground first. With a tackle assist, it's an entry. Tackle assist.
So our referee in the middle, Rashin Vengi.
Well, I think already we're going to see how brutal the breakdown's going to be. See there, Sarah Goss. I thought that was tit for tat, but
it looked a wee bit like that, didn't it? And well, the kick hasn't found touch, so Kelly Brazier will set off. Teresa Fitzpatrick, who really had a strong showing over in Atlanta and in Langford, direct running in this team, really made her mark in this New Zealand team. So Brazier to Tamaki. Goss calls for the inside line. Manuel, captain New Zealand to Rugby World Cup glory in the Sevens in Moscow. McAllister goes on the outside, and Claire Allen couldn't match the pace for McAllister.
well, that try was actually set up with the decoy run from Teresa Fitzpatrick off Kayla McAllister. It held the defence, and when it did, Kayla McAllister realised that she put down the clappers. You watch it when she receives the ball. Kayla looks on the outside, little dummy, and it just got Claire Allen a little bit flat-footed, and that's all that Kayla McAllister needed.
The conversion is good from Kelly Brazier, and New Zealand are into a 7-0 lead.
See the way they're just spreading the ball. Little stutter step, the little hesitation in defence, and Kayla McAllister is too good for that.
Yeah, Claire Allen clutching thin air there. An 81st try for Kayla McAllister in her Sevens World Series career. Hanging kick taken by Brown to Tamaki, right up with a tackle.
Now ball's available.
McLean in the fly half position. She opts to go, but the tackle is good from Fitzpatrick. Fisher, who you remember, scored a wonderful try in the final against New Zealand in Langford. McLean to Brown. Goss covers the channel, then the tackle has to be made by Brazier. Next up, so Natasha Hunt to Claire Allen. Allen straightens. McAllister comes across to meet the tackle. Show of the ball by Emily Scott on that far outside channel. And superb tackle by Portia Woodman. We've talked an awful lot about her attacking threat with ball in hand, but her defence has been excellent this weekend.
Yes, she uses the outside, doesn't she, as an extra defender. She always knew she had to match for speed, and that's an easy concession of possession there, taking her over the sideline.
Open.
Kelly Brazier. But the ball snatched by Abby Brown, the tall English forward. Ball's available. Good refereeing there by Rasta Rashambengi. Natasha Hunt. No, Natasha Hunt went in. Emily Scott went in to support, but holding on. And Sarah Goss, the New Zealand skipper, comes away with the ball. Ever present in this New Zealand team. Woodman. Oh, Woodman just goes on the outside. That is pure class for Portia Woodman. Her 10th try this weekend.
Oh, as an ex-winger, this is just a joy to watch. I love it when wingers just smoke other wingers on the outside. Portia Woodman. We can't help but smile because she's the one that created the turnover with her defence. There was nothing doing on offence, but she backed herself and out gas.
Niall Williams with the encouragement outside. Brazier with the conversion. And New Zealand have started strongly, haven't they?
Look at her here, Portia Woodman. This is sublime play. Number 11 on her back, playing on the right wing. Oh, yeah, beautiful.
I wonder if she'll match the number of tries to the number on her back. 10 tries this weekend, 24 this season. The top try scorer on the HSBC World Rugby Women's Sevens. And what about this? 119 tries in her career. She creates history every time she scores. McLean, Scott. What can Claire Allen do? McAllister will have her covered. There's real pace on the outside flanks for New Zealand.
Vantage.
McLean straightens. England, well, they've not been in New Zealand's half, have they? It's been all New Zealand.
Yeah, they've had territorial dominance, haven't they, in this first 6 minutes of this game. England need to score next. You just feel here, Scotty, as we're coming down to the last seconds.
So the ball started by Emily Scott. Scott switch play to Allen. Getting caught up in the midfield is Natasha Hunt, but look at the pressure England are on as Fisher comes away with the ball. Now Fisher has a bit of gas. Kelly Brazier will come back, but Fisher stops and tackled by Kelly Brazier. Abby Brown then into the contact. Brazier just closed down the threat there from the English attack. Claire Allen. Manuel comes up in midfield, so McLean has to attack on that far side. She invited the pass on the far outside. Tash Brennan for the corner. Natasha Brennan gets one back for England. Brilliant try from England to bring them back into this game.
What I like about this play is they look for the weakness in the New Zealand defence. Kayla McAllister got caught on the outside, her legs were gone, and England exploited it. What a timely score just before the half. See there, Kayla McAllister goes in for the first one. That's where the hole was. You can see there's no way she could get back. No inside help for New Zealand. Brazier couldn't get there. Great score.
Good footwork, Carlton Anna, wasn't it? McLean just misses on that right-hand side. So it's New Zealand that will go in. Another wee look at this try then. New Zealand going at half-time. The lead 12 points to 5 as the last dapples of sunshine late in this May Day
right, so one change.
Come across the ground.
So aim's on for Katie. Katie, you'll be going back on. Just suck it up. All right, look, again, nothing to say indeed, because all they've done is thrive off the mistakes that we've made. Okay, so let's let that go. Two things. First of all, okay, we've got to speed the rucks up a little bit. All right, depth at first. All right, and back the pass, okay, because they're doing exactly what we said they'd do, all right, and if we just back the pass, or if they shoot, we can play over them like we just did then, all right, and then it's just a case, we've just got to get a bit more urgency to the contact area, so if anybody's in any doubt, just hit it, smash it, recycle, chip, but the speed of the ball away from the ruck will be everything. If we speed the rucks up, don't let them reload, we'll get them, opportunities will come, all right, but we have to look after the pill when we've got it, yeah? It's simple. It's as simple as that. Possession, we get lion's share of possession, we'll speed the rucks up, okay, we'll get what we want. Right, the energy's great, the attitude's absolutely fantastic. All right, don't leave it at that. Let's go get the result.
Bit of relief, yeah? Bit of relief. Right, you two. 1, 2, 3.
Well, once again, apologies for the use of language and words, but well, the supporters have enjoyed this one. I'm sure in the New Zealand huddle, I think Sean Horan will have put out some clear instructions to his team. Deny England the possession, you can win the game.
I think at the moment New Zealand sometimes getting caught over chasing. That's what happened in that last try for England. So just going to keep your space back, your defence.
Emily Scott for England then kicks off in this second half, the fourth playoff game, the penultimate game here at Clermont-Ferrand.
Play on, play on.
Manuel to Fitzpatrick, McAllister, the threat of Woodman on the outside. Here's Woodman dancing to McAllister. That old 1-2 combo working well for this New Zealand Sevens team.
Rack now!
It's been a long old season. This is the 5th tournament on the Sevens World Series. Loose pass there to Mackie. Invites the tackle of Abby Brown. Brown did well. She was allowed to play the ball, but Goss making a nuisance of herself as well. Fitzpatrick, wide pass, bounces to McAllister. Woodman's on the inside arc. Woodman gets the ball there. Oh, it just came off her hand and spilt. Super tackle though, came in from Emily Scott for England though.
Needed to be desperate defence there. McAllister a hand away from breaking this tackle. Fakes to go inside the Porsche, uses her footwork, she comes back to her credit. Just a little knock on, unfortunately, in the transfer.
Here we go, here we go.
Now, depth at first 5 is what Simon Middleton asked for, both from set piece and ruck. So see what England can produce here.
Okay, squint, steady, please. Crouch.
So right in front of our commentary box, the scrum goes down. We've got a bird's eye view
steady
here.
Now.
Make sure it's straight. In it goes, Natasha Hunt. Claire Allen in midfield. Oh, thumping tackle from Portia Woodman. She closed down the space on Natasha Brennan. Wilson Hardy looping around there on the outside is Natasha Hunt. She has got pace and space. Wilson Hardy was in there, but Fitzpatrick intercepted for New Zealand.
Move wide.
Woodman's been injured in that previous contact and collision. So New Zealand down to 6 players at this moment in time. Brazier, McAllister. McAllister just probes. Look at the hard yards she got there.
No!
Well, England came in. Brazier, sharp, starts to attack. Claire Allen bundled into the turf. And Kelly Brazier, she'll back herself. Kelly Brazier. Brilliant awareness from the New Zealand playmaker.
Well, she was like a puppeteer. Kelly Brazier, as Ruby Tui is about to come on for Portia Woodman. The way she was playing with the England defence. You can't turn your back. against a stepper like Kelly Brazier. Otherwise, she will rip you to shreds. Good awareness from the number 8 for New Zealand. Good urgency from the tap kick, even though they're one player down.
Yeah, the 26-year-old from the Bay of Plenty. She's been ever present in this team over the weekend, and can she get the conversion? No, she can't. And there's Portia Woodman. Well, she took a big clout in that tackle, but Brazier, just pure skill.
Look at that, just eye up to the fence, just lull them into a sense of security. And see that you turn your back and you can't do that. Emily Scott for England, she was on the back foot.
Brazier with the restart. Ruby Tui on for Portia Woodman. Now Katie McLean, what is England's answer? Emily Scott has a wee goal. Superb tackle. Came in there from Teresa Fitzpatrick, really putting her body on the line. Fitzpatrick into the action.
You went
Renee
straight
Whitcliffe.
down on the play on the deck. The play was on the floor. You went straight down on the play.
England then to Brown. They've closed down that outside channel well, haven't they, New Zealand? Goss on this occasion coming up to make the tackle.
Moore was formed first before she touched the knee on the deck. Moore was formed first. Scrum.
Well, there must have been a second England player in there
first
to
before
form
she
them
touched the
all
knee
there,
on the
Carl.
Yeah, technicality.
Yep, time off.
They're taking it right there. And then she tries to pull out late, so you can't do that. Once that English player comes to support her, becomes a more. New Zealand don't have to release. See, one-on-one, Portia Woodman. This is where she got hit to the head, but Natasha Brennan stayed strong. Great contact, both players.
Okay, crouch.
Manuel and Tutamaki
Fine.
goes off. Now Williams is
Get
on,
closer,
and
let's sort it out.
Lotta Simpkins.
Okay, crouch.
Kira Baker also on this near side of the scrum on for New
Fine.
Zealand, so multiple changes, everyone getting a
Sit.
run. Ruby Tui to the wing.
Steady. Play on, play on.
Waterman with a perler of a turnover there. Ball was at the back of the scrum. And Daniel Waterman
release.
turned over ball, and well, England
That's their release.
have got to score twice to see if they can overhaul this New Zealand lead. Here's Waterman. She had good pace. Claire Allen comes down with the ball over the halfway line.
No.
Katie McLean goes in. Well, Goss did well, didn't she? She just got on the wrong side to deny England quick possession. As Waterman comes down this blind side.
Rack now.
Claire Allen under pressure there from Ruby Tui, wearing that number
Release
1 jersey.
now.
Look at
Black.
Tui.
Last feet there, please.
Slows the ball down. McLean to Brown again, another example of the space being closed down. Brown makes the hit. Wilson Hardy is up, but New Zealand have got numbers there. Another break up the midfield by Natasha Brennan. England trying to throw everything at this New Zealand defence, but New Zealand have got numbers up. Richardson goes back down that blind side. Brown, can she pick it up? Well, it was forward. That was England's chance.
Oh, there must have been millimetres on this bounce.
Time off.
It's just in front of us. We couldn't see it from our
7.
angle, Scotty, but geez. Here it is here.
1. Yeah, scrum.
Oh, geez. Ruster was right in line, to be fair, but I thought they looked okay. Hard done by Abby Brown.
I'm sure we'll have a wee chat with Rasta Rashenvengi about that one, Carl.
There we go.
Kay Wilson comes on. Sean Horan. He's always said that
Okay, time back on.
he
Crouch.
thinks this season is all about Rio.
Bind.
They've contributed
Sit.
well,
Steady.
the New Zealand team. It's Australia who've won the Sevens World
Let's go,
Series.
scrum.
But these players have
Guys,
given
wait
their
till the ball
all,
is in, please. Let's go, bind up.
including Kay Wilson there.
I want to seeing New
crouch.
Zealand give the ball to Renee Whitcliffe on the right-hand side. She's
Bind.
got very nice footwork. She's a touch player.
Sit.
Kelly Brazier
Steady enough.
right behind the scrum, options both ways.
Brazier comes to this open side. Now a one-on-one here. As cutting back against the green is Renee Whitcliffe. Goss, that diving pass. Shakira Baker up to that halfway line, tackled by McLean. This will be the last play of the game as Goss takes it up deep into the England territory. Williams to Brazier. It's been a good display from this New Zealand team. Vota Simpkins, just the little hitch kick there. England trying to work so hard. Brazier, the little kick. We saw this a lot on day one. And look at the bounce is good for Ruby Tui. And Tui will polish off a polished performance for this New Zealand team. They'll get the 3rd place here in Clermont-Ferrand. You beauty, Ruby Tui.
Well, she plies her trade in the forward with Portia Woodman going off. She's gone to the wing as the power. The call come in. She put her little left hand up. Cully Brazier, not for the first time this weekend, executing little grub in behind. Great composure by Rui, and that's the exclamation mark on a great performance by New Zealand.
And that winning performance here in the 3rd place will secure a runners-up place in the HSBC Women's 7 Series title, with the last play to come, the conversion from Vota Simpkins. It's not over, but the game has been well won by this New Zealand team. Final score, New Zealand 22, England 5.
Pour cette finale, il va y avoir des par l'équipe du Canada, de l'Angleterre, la Belgique et du numéro 4,
Main way to come back from a loss, and I think everything we wanted to work on, we did. We showed main patience on the tech, and on D, I think it shows what we can do when we can keep coming forward. So, main finish.
Scrap crowd as well.
Yeah, sweet.
Real proud, girls.